Hello there. I believe you are blessed wherever you are all over the world, regardless of the color of the skin, tribe, or nation. I would love to say to the Christianity world, hang on there, Jesus is our answer. Right. I would love to go straight to the point. The war between South Africa and America. I don't see things in an earthly way. I look things in a spiritual way. I want to take you to the spiritual way in the spiritual realm. This war that is starting between South Africa and America. I remember 2015, I said if America, they are wiser, they vote Donald Trump, will be good for America and bad for other countries. When Donald Trump was about to, America elections were about to happen in the morning, it was Sunday. I told them that they were voting in the morning. I said I saw him winning. There are people who are rich who are supporting him secret. He won. Then he was defeated again. Then when he was before he announced that he was going to come back, I said he was going to come back again. If you check our video, 2 years before he announced, he came back, then he won the elections. But there is something that I said. I said on that prophecy, the world must prepare for the coming of Donald Trump. He's going to come in a different way. Then I said, the more they persecute him, the more they make him win. Then he won the elections. After winning the elections, is this still the same Donald Trump of before? No. The one who won the election first term, he was with God. The second one who won the elections, he was supported by people and lies. So what pushed Donald Trump, it was anger. There when you hear that a professor said, Donald Trump against the world. That's what is happening. I believe you have seen Donald Trump, yes. The chaos in 20 days that he has created. He has fought with his neighbors, he has fought with that. But I don't want to stick there. I want to say spiritual things about this war or this sour relationship between South Africa government and America government. The wrong that a South African government did was to intervene to a spiritual war. Palestinians, whom are Arabs and Israelites, their war doesn't start here. Their war doesn't start 2020. Their war, it goes beyond, back to biblical time. So it is a sensitive thing that needs spiritual guidance before you take a side for Israel or to take a side of Palestine. It's a sensitive thing. Because it is a biblical thing, it means that God is involved in that. I remember when South Africa was starting to take a side, I said, no, they are doing wrong. They were supposed to be neutral, these people. Because no one fight with God and win. Here they are about to just call the wrath of God to come after them. Because politicians, they don't understand spiritual things. They decided to intervene. The Palestinians, which are Arabs, and Jews, which are Hebrews, they've been fighting for a long time. It is a biblical thing that is having, God is involved inside. And their gods, those who are worshiping gods, their gods are involved inside. So when you intervene in such a war, or you want to be a judge, you want to be a referee, you have to know your story in the spiritual realm. Because everything starts in the spiritual realm, then it comes on the ground, it starts affecting people or affecting you as an individual. When you see defeat or you see troubles, trials, and tribulation in your life. It's not the thing that was cooked in the morning and just came after you. It is the thing that started in the spiritual realm. Then after that, people, they see it because you are defeated in the spiritual realm. So, South African government was wrong to intervene in the spiritual war. Remember, that war wasn't started by Israelites. And the Palestinians, they say, no, we didn't started this war. We were revenging. We were responding from our long-time oppression. So it is a spiritual war that God is involved inside. It doesn't need a politician. It needs people who are prayerful. It needs people who are guided by the Spirit. What does God say about Israel? Israel is a holy land. It will remain a holy land. Jesus came from the tribe of Judah, whom Jesus everyone calls when they are praying. Jesus came from that land. He was born there in flesh. No matter he was God in flesh, he was born there. So to enter such a war, while you are not guided in spirit, then you want to call the wrath of God to come after you. So that's the thing that you see now, Donald Trump being used to come after South Africa. He wants to come after South Africa as a whole because of the government, South African's government's intervention in a spiritual war. Remember, Americans, they say they are God-fearing people. They're not supporting Israel because Israel is their allies. They support Israel because it is the place whereby their belief originated. Since they call themselves Christians and they are the powerful superpower, one way or the other, their reaction after what South Africa government did, taking Israel to court, blah, blah. I even said that was a wrong move. They were supposed, Africans, to be neutral and watch and see, because when demons are being challenged, or when a spiritual war is being fought in the spiritual realm, no man is supposed to be a judge or a referee, because at the end you are the one who are going to be affected by that thing. Those are the results that we are seeing right now. Regardless, Donald Trump is pushed by anger and everything. Remember Saul, no matter he was coming after David, no matter God was already rejected him, God, he continued giving him orders to go after his enemies. And Saul, he continued to be the hand of God, killing the enemies of Israel. So that's the thing that people they are not seeing. I'm seeing on social media, they are interviewing white people in South Africa, they are interviewing black people all over. They want to come with an answer. The answer is very simple: to intervene in a spiritual war. That was wrong for the government of South Africa. To be part of that spiritual war, not understanding that this thing is biblical. It's not a thing that they're saying. They thought that it's because they are friends with the Palestinians, or whatever may be happening, they see it wrong. But they were supposed to consider that was not a war that was starting when Hamas did what they did. It was a thing that goes back. Jews, they need their land because Abraham was given that land by God. Palestine, they say, no, Abraham, find us here. Our forefathers, they were here before him. So this is a war that is having history, but it goes through biblical, then it becomes a spiritual war. So a spiritual war, you cannot intervene if you don't understand spiritual things. Now, what will happen? Many Christianity world, they will stand with Donald Trump and say, Donald Trump, what he's doing is doing the will of God. Because God is whosoever, in the book of Zechariah, He's promised the Jews and Israelites that I shall raise powerful nations that will defend you and fight for you, in the prophet Zechariah. That's what we are seeing, what is happening now. So now Donald Trump will be used as a defender to defend the Holy Land. So it is a thing that people, they need to just pray. If people, they pray, it won't escalate and become a bigger issue. But if people, they hold it, South African government, they hold it in a earthly manner, this thing won't stop here. It will be something that will grow and become big. Then ordinary people will suffer. I'm saying to you, if you are in South Africa, you are in politics, don't entertain politicians too much. Politicians, they talk things without even searching. Searching, they just talk because they are politicians. But this is a spiritual thing. The war between America and South Africa is spiritual. It needs prayers. It needs people to understand. Their wrong was to intervene in the war between the Palestinians, whom are called Arabs, and the Israelites, whom are called God's people. It's the war that has been fought for a long time. Everyone claimed the land. Those ones, they said this land was given to Abraham. Those ones, they come with their own statement. So at the end, these people, they are fighting spiritual war. If you see spiritual war, if you are not strong in prayers and fasting, you have to sit down and watch what is happening. If they watched what was happening in Israel, I don't think they were going to be in a scenario where, the scenario that they are facing right now. But I'm saying to you, if you are from South Africa, you are white, you are not white, you are black or whatever, just pray to God. I believe God is the one who can make everything to calm down. I'm saying to you, I wanted to explain. The war between South Africa and America, it is a spiritual war. It can be prevented to escalate through prayers, or it can go beyond repair if people, they don't pray. Then ordinary people, they are the ones who are going to feel pain. Remember, that suffers when everything is going down. It is the ordinary people who are innocent, who voted such people to be on power. I'm saying to you, Donald Trump and South African government, America and South Africa, it is not the war that people, they think. It is a spiritual war. I say to you, if you hear the sound of my voice, don't forget to like and to share. Remember, Jesus loves you. So do I. May God bless you. Thank you.